All right, we are back for game number two, Nine Lives versus Northern Storm. Both teams were very aggressive throughout the opening, and Nine Lives just kind of ran away with it. Nickel, what would you do differently?
What would I do differently? Don't get caught? No. Um, it just seemed like that a lot of what was happening in that game was just a little bit of good old fashioned not knowing who to focus on. Because we had a couple of instances, a lot of those big team wipes that we saw was based off of just hysteria happening and then just clicking on the biggest person, which happened to be Zach, which was able to tank a bunch of hits. And then we have Timo and Tristana, which are heavy hitters, annoyingly heavy hitters, just able to clean everything up. I think we got a triple kill for Timo and a triple kill for Tristana, now that I think about it.
Yeah, there were a lot of threats coming out of Nine Lives in game one, and Northern Storms wasn't able to keep up. So it'll be interesting to see how they decide to manage game two. Maybe try to have multiple threats as well,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to just having. Because I mean, the biggest threats they had were the Ash. Because I mean, Malzahar can be a big threat, but generally he exists to set up for the big threats.
Mm-hmm.
And since Ash wasn't really able to get fed while Tristana and Timo were, everything just kind of fell apart.
Right. That's always just a poor time whenever your ADC just falls behind, especially with an Ash,
Mhm.
right? Because you really need to get going early. Otherwise, it's just going to be a crap game.
Yeah, they need to set up and go quickly, especially like we were saying earlier, with more immobile champions is kind of an issue. So we'll see
Exactly.
where the especially in a game like that where it was so aggressive and so fast paced. Seeing where Northern Storm decides to take its bans will be very interesting for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll have to see.
But yeah, it'll also be interesting to see if Northern Storm is able to get some skins.
Yeah, right?
I mean, come on, guys. Maybe that's it.
Don't we
Maybe
pay them enough?
it's a lack of confidence, is what it is. You know, you're not playing skins on a champion. You don't know the champion that well. That's just the way it is.
Exactly. When you're not dressed in your Sunday best,
You know,
come on.
unless you're Ace, because Ace doesn't use skins typically.
No, he got pity skins from people.
He did, yeah, but now that he's in a different role, the skins game is gone again.
It's all just a massive plot to get skins for champions that he plays.
Hey, man, if it works,
If it works, it works.
if it works, guys.
And you're welcome, person in the chair higher above me, for redoing my Twitch Prime sub.
All right. People are getting ready, so we should be ready to go into this next game. Game number two of this particular week. People keep saying, on you go, but they aren't going. Leaving the audience hanging. There we are.
Just get into tasking.
All right. So what kind of bans will we be seeing out of Northern Storm? Who would you ban?
I would ban Timo. No. That's just a given. No, I don't think Timo was too bad of a threat to them. Yes, he was getting kills, but they seemed to start managing it pretty well throughout it. But really, and I'm trying to think too, because we're also banning against Brandana. Because if you take away the Tristana, then he has the ban. If you take away the ban, then he has somebody else, yada yada yada, etc. etc. But really, it's just, I think they should play around probably the setups that were happening previous game. Maybe ban a Zac, maybe take a Zac, as I say that.
Yeah,
But
so taking the Zac off the board, definitely good there.
yeah,
We'll see then. I'd be interested to see if Nine Lives then takes someone like Kane then, because like we were saying, Kane can do very similar things to Zac depending on the ganking path.
right.
But if they like that durability, you know, there is still Sejuani, Tanky Udyr, other
You
options.
just really want Sejuani back, don't you?
Not really. I just, you know, she was just such a mainstay. So she's, you know, forefront of my mind.
Yep.
So they grab Thresh as the technical blitzcrank for Sigtao Lord there. And we'll see what the response is. There are a lot of champions from the previous game available, but it looks like Yuge is going to be grabbing Swain.
Huh.
Interesting. But will he be doing the good Swain skin? That's the question.
Better be.
Better be, yeah. Everyone in the chat can fight about what the what the best Swain skin is, though we all know what the correct answer is. It's not the dragon one. All right, so might be going the Nocturne. Nocturne has had some popularity in the LCUS lately as well.
Indeed. Pretty well done too.
But that is, somewhat similar to Zac in a couple of ways. Obviously, the ganking potential isn't as strong as Zac's pre-6.
Yep.
But after 6, you can basically Zac jump from across the map. So, it's good.
Good. High mobility.
Ornn getting taken as well. We did see Ornn last week. Ooh, and they did let the Veigar through. But Veigar, I believe, was actually banned by Northern Storm in the last game. So the fact that they were able to pick it now is positive for them. So we'll see what the response will be. Knowing the mid lane gives you a chance to pick your mid lane, unless that Swain is actually mid lane and was just a flex pick. Nope, going for Orianna again. All right.
This is not my LCUS. Anivia opened both games and no one picks it. Ah.
Well, Kai'Sa also hasn't been banned, so, nothing is the same.
The meta changes that quickly, folks.
But yeah, with Orianna getting picked up there,
The weak fear the shadows.
Fear controls them.
definitely another safe pick. Keep away from that Veigar. Though Veigar's stunned, should still be able to reach her, which will make her hiding from whoever the jungler is from Northern Storm even more difficult because Orianna does not have any natural escapes.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Alright, taking out that Teemo. Interesting that they banned the Teemo. I mean, I suppose it could be not support Swain, but bot lane Swain is a thing, right?
It is a thing, but
So they could be anticipating this is a bot lane Swain, and that's why they banned the Teemo.
could also be a support Teemo as well.
True.
Not a problem.
Took out the Misfortune again. Must be something they know about Fawn.
Yeah. This Misfortune is just a pretty safe bet for people's ADC pools anyways. People tend to favor her.
Okay. And we'll see what the last ban here is. ADC, top lane, all available. Might ban that. Oh, Cho'Gath. All right, so they're betting hard that this is a bot lane Swain. We'll see if they just wasted 2 bans. It looks like they might have if Tristana is the pick. Yeah, I'm not sure why they would have thought that. Well, I mean, I'll sound smug once we get the final bans, the final picks.
Yeah, right.
I'll give it a minute.
I was gonna say how trolly Brandana is, it might just be one of those. But anyways.
Alright, so Lucian picked up there, not going for the Tristana again.
Nope. It's just flexing his champ pool, just showing everybody what goes. Brandana is one of the better ADCs that we've seen throughout the splits.
Also one of the returning ones, since we do have the 2 new ones with Ace and Gotta Get Lucky.
Very true.
Tryndamere pick that was banned last time.
Tryndamere.
So that's going to be Jungle Tryndamere, I believe. I don't think Jungle Ornn is a thing.
Back in my day, Tryndamere. No. But, holy crap, that's actually very interesting to see Tryndamere come through.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to make something happen with it.
Yeah.
And an Ezreal. Alright, so is this Swain bot lane, or did Northern Storm completely blow a chance to ban out 2 relevant champions? All eyes come up there on Gregosaurus. Braum, yep, so they totally blew it. Okay, so now I get to be smug. I don't know why they would have thought that Swain was going to be bot when you're against someone like Brandana and Gregosaurus, who play very traditional ADC comps, right?
Very true. I mean, I probably would have thought that if they were at the end of the split. Because, I mean, everybody just goes for crazy, stupid, weird, dark jungle um, comps. But
Right.
yeah, I tend to agree. It's just really strange to see this. I'm just wondering if they thought maybe. I was going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they thought that Swain was going to be mid lane.
Hmm.
But even then, that's too much of a shakeup. Way too much of a shakeup for this team.
Right. I mean, was Oriana then going to be bot lane? Yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
this is not the kind of thing you see out of Brandan and Gregosaurus, really. And I mean, on the other hand, like you said, Brandana just has such a champion pool that maybe they wouldn't have banned Lucian anyway.
Right. I
ma-
mean, he pretty much showed everybody on the stream exactly who he would have picked if Tristana had been banned.
Right. Right. So, I mean, if they banned, say, Tristana and, I don't know, some other. It's possible they would have banned Lucian, but maybe they would have banned, like, Jin and stuff instead.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's possible the bans wouldn't have mattered anyway in that situation, but still, reading the team, little bit of a flux there.
Exactly.
But we'll see. I mean, so the supports have switched now with Thresh on Northern Storm and Braum on 9 Lives. So we'll see if Sig and Gregosaurus swapping hats, one can do better than the other.
I think Sig's just going for the Thresh Kingdom that Gregosaurus is currently thinks that he's in part of, according to the chat, anyways. But
Well, I mean, taking the Thresh at the very least is kind of like another ban for them. Because
Correct.
if Gregosaurus likes Thresh that much, take it away from him. And I think that Thresh fits very well into Sig's playstyle because he does like that Blitzcrank so much.
indeed,
So I mean,
I've seen his Thresh. It's pretty decent.
yeah. I mean, that's part of the reason why I played Thresh was because I liked Blitzcrank a lot, and I wanted somebody with a little more than just the combo to go off of, and that's what Thresh brings.
Right.
But then a little more mobility on the ADC this time for Fan. So we'll see if Ezreal's able to get a little more, be a little more safe, I guess we'll say.
Right. And interestingly enough, another global alt.
Hmm.
But hopefully we'll see that a little bit more. We did see some arrows come through towards the end there, but still not too much.
And I don't know if the chat has pointed this out yet, or if I need to, or if I just need to, eat crow myself. But Ornn is jungle.
No, the chat has not said anything about that, and I didn't even notice that.
So Ornn is jungle. I was wrong. Let's see how it works. I don't know. I mean, I personally, obviously Ornn's ultimate being used to gank is pretty cool.
Right.
I mean, depending the angle that he comes at, that thing is going to just completely stop you from getting away, which is great. But, on the other hand, I don't know how well Tryndamere is going to do top.
Against Swain.
Right, against Swain.
Yeah.
Though, on the other hand, Tryndamere does have a little more mobility, so it will be better at avoiding ganks, theoretically.
Correct, yeah.
And also could get out of some of Swain's traps if necessary. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. It's really just going to be down to how crafty he is with that champ. It's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with a Nocturne with its global ult of just ganking top lane, if he so chooses. That's going to be a tough one, to say the least. In my brain, at least.
So, Foster Adventures, thank you for supporting this game. And Nero for this second skin showdown. Visit NeroLARPOnline.com for information about their live action role playing chapters all over the US. So now both sides have skins.
There is the Sig I know. He brought in the Thresh. Okay. Interesting, though.
I actually don't. I'm not feeling either side, honestly. I gotta say, not
Water Swain.
yeah, not into that Swain. Wrong Swain. Sorry.
That was the wrong Swain.
Try again.
I might have to give that over to Northern Storm that time.
All right. I mean, just because you like the Santa Vagar so much.
Indeed. But it's just, I don't know. Santa Vagar is kind of just, it just reminds me of, I'm very biased. Nightmare Before Christmas. But anyways, that's what I'm going for.
All right. And Northern Storm is once again doing some bush trickery here. That may be something that other teams should look out for when playing against Northern Storm. Does this get spotted? I don't think it was. So we'll see.
No.
Vagar did not take his stun, so they aren't going to be able to trap early here. Did Lucian? Lucian's not taking an ability up. Here we go. Oh, good job on that Q there by Gregosaurus, stopping any possible hook potential. Alright. So a little bit of excitement, nothing comes of it. Nocturne looking to steal blue. We'll see if Tilt Me Silly finds this. He is headed that direction. There was a flag indicator. Yeah, and right there. Alright, Tilt Me Silly versus SK. Both trading up here. I think in a one-on-one fight, Tryndamere might win.
Yep.
Does land the Ignite, does land the spin. Oh! And the blue golem helps out. Might want to get a little bit further away there. Yep, there you go.
That was a 50-50 shot of either the blue golem is either going to hit me or it's going to hit Tryndamere. You were a little bit off of the... You were directly in front of it, though. That's the one thing.
Alright, so 9 lives on the back foot here. Jungle is going to be significantly delayed, which is a big problem for Nocturne. But we will see what happens. Fawn is not doing great on last hitting right now. Which, you know, I mean, everyone's got those days, man. It's alright. Vagar at 2 stacks. So we'll see what happens. Trynd, of course, a little slow getting back to lane, but I'm sure he'll take that 400 gold in response to it. We begin. Vagar exchanging barbs. Not too much going on. And Shaken gets spotted heading into jungle here. Does not get the red buff because that is where Nocturne started.
Go back home, Horn.
CB Hickey taking a lot of damage already, just like last time. And Sig and Fawn getting pushed under turret again. I mean, they are against one of the best bot lanes in the LCUS, so that's not too surprising. Alright, Shaken sitting here. I don't believe he was spotted. Huge is going to get slowed here. Good route, though. Not sure the flash is necessary.
No. Just trying to get out of that Ornn knockup or whatever.
Yeah, you know, obviously being cautious is a good thing. We'll see if he comes to regret losing that flash later.
You might.
But Swain's getting pushed pretty far back, actually. Down 9 CS now. And down here in the bot lane, Fawn is catching up pretty well. Ooh, Mega... Nope, just gets away. Mega in a little trouble there. Both mid laners very low on mana. But yeah, Fawn only 5 CS down now. SK getting pretty low, but that's what Raptors do. Probably won't see a gank out of him. So, with all the time that Shaken spent ganking, SK is actually now ahead in experience and CS. Oh, Infinite in a little bit of trouble here. Might get away. The fear goes very well for him. Manages to get out. But yeah, so SK now has been able to make up for that gold differential. Really efficient farming. Great job there. Ooh, there's the stun. Let's see. Shaken flashes for this. So they're really going to want to get something. Does the pillar misses, they get the flash. Alright, so trade flash. Mid lane still has his, though. So I'm sure Sigtao Infinite's happy about that. Huge 10 CS down top lane. More little pokes on Fawn. And we're just kind of waiting. Both sides are just content to let the other side kind of farm at the moment. Gregosaurus gets a nice pull here. There is a hook, but you don't really want to pull a hook in on a stun. Yeah. That.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that might have worked out a little bit better if the passive had not been on Ezreal. But
Right.
since it was, well, we saw what happened there. Unfortunate for Fawn. Unfortunate for Sig also.
Yeah, now we can just got a lone fresh. Horn's coming to look.
Alright.
Yes.
We do have SK here. He is spotted by Tilt Me Silly. Tilt Me Silly thinking about trying to go for a second round. Alright, 3 bot, shaken by something. Huge really getting behind farm though. Really
That's just kind of surprising.
Yeah, it is. It must just be the ability of Tryndamere to get that hyper aggression.
Alright.
Infinite has not gone back to buy yet, and thus has no mana and slightly less health. Might be in a lot of trouble here. Here comes the Orianna ult, flashes to get out. Alright, probably should go back now. That's 2 games in a row now that Sigtown Infinite has waited forever to go back. Currently at, let's see if I can select him, 21 stacks. Alright, and Tilt Me Silly is rotating. Not sure if he's going to ward or going just to go for a gank, maybe? First dragon is Cloud. He's just hanging out in this bush. We did see him do a little bit of this as Kled in game 1, where he'd kind of just come down here and check stuff out. Maybe looking for a control ward. Hickey and SK setting up for this dragon. And yeah. So Tilt Me Silly farming some more. So up by 10. So Huge isn't quite as behind as he was before. Alright, they're going for this dragon. I don't know if they have the damage output for it. This might take a while. Oh, here comes Gregosaurus to help. And Sigtown Infinite sees this. There's the backup coming in here, Sigtown Lord. Ezreal is not in a position, doesn't even have ult yet, so he can't try to use his ult to snipe. I think just the presence here is forcing them off this dragon, which is rather unfortunate for them. Neither side going for the dragon. ADCs are not available. Oh man, Fawn with that death is half a level, no, a full level behind Brandana. Oh, going in here, flash blown on SK, almost got pick off. Hickey taking a lot of damage, big slows here, flash Sigtail Lord misses the flail, does he have his Q available? No, cooldown is too great. Stun does land though, can they hit him? Oh, and Lucian comes in the backside for a double kill. And now Veigar's in a lot of trouble. Can Sigtown Infinite get out? Probably not. This is going to be a 3 for nothing. Wow.
Blink and you miss something, folks. Wow. To say the least. Nice triple kill, and then they're going to get a dragon for their troubles. Phew.
Yeah. Brandana chose the right moment to rotate, and here we are.
Got that right.
Fawn thinking about stealing. Smite is available. See if he's able to do it. Oh, nice! That's a miss smite. Alright, so that was really good. Obviously doesn't quite make up for 3 deaths because it's just a Cloud Drake, but it will help the people who just died get back to lane quicker. So that's something. And you know, it's better that 9 Lives doesn't get it from Northern Storm's perspective. So, you know, I'm sure Fawn's feeling pretty good about that. Ooh, good spin there by Tilt Me Silly. It's an interesting trade-off between Tilt Me Silly and Huge up here in the top lane, because Huge has that ability to just heal consistently,
Right.
versus Tilt Me Silly's ability to also heal with his rage stacks. So they're both very sustainable. Huge ults manages to avoid the knockup. Here comes the Undying Rage. Huge is probably going to die here. Tower almost takes out Tilt Me Silly. Gets a lot of damage on Shaken as well. Let's see if SK can do anything about that. Should be able to get that. Oh, the tower. 5 hit points. Ties the record.
We're going to have to start talking with Riot about if they can actually get lower than 5.
Yeah, really. Is there something in the game where...
Worthless things that I care about, folks.
Alright, making a note of that here. Alright, sorry guys, stat booking this, I apologize, but Ooh, we do have the Ornn versus the Orianna up here in the top. Ooh, Ornn does manage to get the crab here at the end, and Sigtao Infinite coming to help. Alright, there we go. Note has been made. Alright, so Orianna heading back. Bot lane. A little bit of a skirmish. Ooh, Hook just barely misses Gregosaurus there. No towers have been taken so far. It's just some pretty late towers, I would say.
Yeah, indeed, especially since the last game we had pretty much a bloodbath throughout the entirety. And also, I feel like we have very early towers, too.
Well, we'll see if Northern Storm can mix things up from this last game and get this, get the Herald. Huge is seeing this happening, but I don't think there's anything he can really do about it. He is doing a vision check there. Gets a couple stacks up for his ultimate. Really good, some good harass here. Grab the idol and get out. Get out. Good stun there by Sigtao Infinite. See if anyone... Nope, no way to really take advantage of it. Alright, so Northern Storm gets out of there relatively uncontested. Sigtao Infinite wisely taking the safe way to get back. Never noticed Nocturne's eyes kind of glow like that when he's hiding in the brush. Infinite does flash, not sure that was necessary. But they have popped the Herald for the top lane, and this is going to be a dead top lane turret. More than likely. And first tower gold going over to Northern Storm, which will certainly help them. Ooh, bot lane's in a lot of trouble. Sig gets taken out. Brandana got really low, though. They were really trying to get in on that. Oh, and then CB Hickey and Sigtao Infinite in a little bit of fight here. Infinite does the delete button. There you go. 62 stacks. Top lane, Yuge's ult comes in. They do have the Rift Herald is doing a lot of work. That's 2 towers down. Tilt Me Silly with a big crit hit takes out one. Let's see if we can get another one. SK is in a lot of trouble here. This could be 2 kills for Tilt Me Silly. Meanwhile, 2 kills in the bot lane as well.
This is the bloody matchup that I was missing out on, folks.
And they're just pushing for more here. This is going to be 3 towers in the top lane for Northern Storm in almost as much time as it takes to say it. Oh, almost gets the inhibitor too. If Hickey had not gotten that last auto off, that would have been an inhibitor with almost no health either. Alright. We have an Infernal Drake coming up in 1 minute 40 seconds. 3 turrets to 1. And Northern Storm, thanks to that huge tower push and a couple of pickoffs, are now in the lead. Their bot lane is still not doing great, though. And here's the scary thing. The scary thing is that most of the kills on 9 lives are on Brandana, which, you know, isn't surprising. But this bot lane has not been involved in all of the successful things that Northern Storm has done.
No.
So the second this bot lane actually decides to show up for the party, Northern Storm's going to be in a little bit of trouble, and here comes 9 lives Brandana to prove it. Sig and Fawn probably know this is coming. Infinite's in a lot of trouble. That's the dead Vagar. But a ton of damage on this Nocturne. Tilt Me Silly's already proven that he can take out 2 full health champions if he needs to.
Right.
So if they can get 1 good hook from Sigtao Lord, that would be all the Tryndamere needs. Swain, meanwhile, 30 or so CS down. Trying to farm. Here comes Tilt Me Silly behind him. Let's see if he can make something happen. Thought that Swain was going to go back, but actually hasn't. Here we go. Some top lane shenanigans. Let's see if they're able to do it. Good roots going out here. Huge getting some of that healing going. Does pop his ult as well, but that's not going to be enough. Note to LCUS players in the future. Trin counters Swain. We have learned.
We have learned.0
But this is also a 5-0 Trin against a 0-3 Swain.
Right.
So maybe not the most accurate measurement. But taking advantage of this, Northern Storm is going in and trying to get this dragon. Maybe Northern Storm will be known as the Game 2 team, which I'll comment more about in a second here as we got a fight going on here. Brandana taking a lot of damage. Does get deleted by Sigtao Infinite. Big ult misses. 9 lives does manage to take out the Infernal Drake, so it's an Infernal to a Cloud. Meanwhile, Tilt Me Silly is just like, fine, I'll take an inhibitor. Whatever. I mean, you guys got a dragon. Good job. Whatever.
Top lane, split push, Tryndamere.
Let's see if
boy.
Huge should be able to stop this, I would think. No, I think Tilt Me Silly's going to be able to get this and get out. And then he spins away. Haha, Tryndamere things. Oh, he's going to walk right into a big stun, though. Nope. Dragosaurus overpredicts. Here's that Ghost Drake in action, though. Tilt Me Silly is oh, well, we missed Sigtal Lord dying there, but we'll see what Tilt Me Silly can do here. Flashes to get Hickey. He does have his ult available. He is going to use it. Big stun, though, from Dragosaurus. Oh, the burn damage. Tilt Me Silly is absolutely unstoppable. That's 6 kills. And he's going to get away. Mid lane almost dies. Fawn and Sigtal Infinite are both incredibly squishy, though. This is like Season 1 Tryndamere, guys. This is what I'm seeing right now.
Back in my day, Tryndamere was able to carry this entire team with his broad shoulders.
Well,
Now, not so much.
we'll see how those shoulders are doing.
Yeah, exactly.
In a few minutes here. See if they're able to keep it going. 90 stacks on Sigtal Infinite currently. Teleport down to the bot lane to challenge this Ornn. Hickey should be able to do it. At least wipe out the minion wave. And we have Brandana holding in mid. Probably, we'll see. We do have Gregosaurus pushing around. Fawn blows his ult. Here comes Gregosaurus. Stun does come up and stops him. There's a slow on him as well. Puts up his shield. Big hook interrupts the Lucian ult. Lucian's going to get taken down. Second kill on Brandana.
Northern Storm might be able to claw themselves out of this hole. This might be exactly what they needed. They're able to team up now and able to...
And Shaken's distracting CB Hickey as well, so it's a 4v3 up here in the mid lane. And here comes Tilt Me Silly to try to get more kills. Probably going to get stunned here. We'll see what happens. Nope. Good cover there from the Veigar. Takes a little bit of damage, but it's fine. And Tilt Me Silly just goes in because he's a Tryndamere, and why not? Oh, actually, this turret damage is probably going to be too much for him. We'll see what happens.
Nice heal.
Brandana has respawned. They should get out of there. Oh, here comes the Angry Nocturne. Does manage to shut down the Tryndamere. They flash for it. Ooh, CB Hickey picking off by Shaken in the bot lane. And they're going to get this Nocturne. Probably, but at what cost? Veigar gets taken out as well. You don't necessarily want more here, Sig. Take your ball and go home. Blast Cone is available. Sig uses it. Good call. Vision misses. Oh, Winions! Go, Winions!
Go, minions, go!
2 super minions take out turrets pretty quick.
And with nothing but a Braum to defend.
Yeah,
it, so
Gregosaurus is not the person I would send back to help out here. But Hickey does respawn and manages to help take that out. Shaken tanking a lot of tower hits here. He was trying to take out the turret by himself. He's going to try it again. Should be able to get it this time, I would think. Oh, there's no cannon minion, but we'll see. Orange just very slowly whacking the turret down. Yeah, he'll get it. So that'll be 7 turrets for Northern Storm. Yeah, so with 9 lives here, they really got to start getting some CC out on this Tryndamere at this point. They do have the kit available to do it. They have the bindings from Swain. They have the fear from Nocturne. They have CB Hickey's ult. Speaking of Nocturne, though, we have a little bit of engagement here. Do get the potential stun on Sigtal Lord, but no one to really follow it up. And then Braum is a walking pile of CC. So, I mean, because really all of their gold is on Tilt Me Silly at this point. Obviously, Veigar, the longer this game goes, the bigger a threat Veigar becomes. Here we go. I mean, they all stack up. Yeah, that's what they got to do. See how easy that was?
Yes.
Now they just need to do that every fight. I don't even think they blew any ults for that. I think they just kind of did it.
Yeah. Just had him at a good spot and was able to just take him out.
Right.
And get another kill for their troubles.
Yeah, getting Brandana on that is very important because he's got the damage output to make sure that 1 or 2 stuns is all they need to take Tryndamere out. Because
Right.
Tryndamere may be a big scary boy, but he is currently the glassiest cannon you have ever seen.
Right.
Alright, so inhibitors respawning soon. That's exactly what 9 Lives needs to get back into this game. Next dragon is another Cloud Drake, so not the most exciting thing in the world, but will be useful for those rotations. And Baron is available, but Northern Storm does have vision on it. So let's see what they can do here. SK is roaming around. Vision now also from Sigtao Lord on that Dragon Pit.
Tryndamere really wants that bot lane.
Oh, sure. Why not? Well, you've already split pushed all the way top, you know, might as well do it again. But of course, with top like that, that means that there is less focus because there's less objectives in that lane.
Yep.
But here comes the collapse. This is the combo that takes out Tryndamere every time, so let's do it again. But while Tryndamere is getting collapsed on, SK is getting collapsed on. He has far less escapes. Taken out 2, 4, and 5. But considering how well SK did last game.
And Tryndamere finds huge.
Oh,
but he flashes away.
Tryndamere going up on huge, yep. Huge flashes away, gets out of that. Oh, and now they're going for Baron up here. This is exactly what happened at Northern Storm in Game 1. But this time, 9 lives is actually on top of it. Let's see. Nope, they back off. Can they get Gregosaurus here? They're putting a lot of damage onto him, but that's not really the person you want to target on. Big ult comes in there. Ornn gets taken out. Here comes the big Swain ult as well. Sigtao Infinite all alone, going to get taken out by Brandana. Meanwhile, the split-pushing Tryndamere just doesn't care what's going on in the game and is top lane thinging away. The bot lane for Northern Storm gets away. We have, oh, a big fear. Might kill Tilt Me Silly here. Yep. Alright, Tilt Me Silly's getting a little overconfident now. He hasn't gotten any kills for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Just
this...
keep on banging your head against the desk. It's not going to fix anything now.
Right. Even if that, you know, is probably what Tryndamere does when he tries to figure out his problems.
Indeed.
That's not necessarily what you want to do.
I think Tryndamere would be a bang your head once against the desk kind of guy. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I feel like the desk would not win against his head.
Well, it depends how fed the desk is. A little bit of lag there. Brandana taking out top turret. This will be the 3rd turret for 9 lives. Alright, so now the split pushing is happening against Northern Storm. We'll see how they react to it. Tilt Me Silly, you gotta... Yeah, I gotta start being a team player now. Which I know is difficult as a new player to the LCUS, because, you know, you're playing with people you don't necessarily know who've been playing together for a while. But got to get some of that coordination going because you're not really at the... Doesn't seem like you're at the point anymore that you can just solo everybody. But we'll see. Gold lead is now equal, which is rather impressive considering the turret differential. Let's see where most of the gold is located. Yeah, Tryndamere's got a lot more gold than anyone else on his team. Meanwhile, Brandana's got all the gold on his team. Which is what you'd expect considering what the scores currently look like. Everyone else is hovering about where you'd expect, with huge on Swain lacking a little bit. But that Swain hasn't really been able to get too much done. He's done very well with the harassment and locking down Tryndamere, but I think that's like the only assist that he has. So we'll see what happens. A lot of posturing going around Baron Pit right now. There are wards from both teams on it. Good poke there. They do hook Gregosaurus. Probably shouldn't go in. Don't decide to. Veigar at over 130 on stacks. SK is a little out of position. It's time to go back. And we have Tryndamere split pushing again. I mean, him split pushing is fine if there isn't going to be any sort of engagement. You know, do this, apply pressure, but rotate. Don't try to stick around. Because now the whole team is heading up to you. Get out of there, Tilt Me Silly. Tilt Me Silly. Ooh, good shot there by the Braum. Yeah, Tilt Me Silly is now... Well, I mean, he's triggering the fight. They do get on Gregosaurus there. Good shield. Hook misses. Alright, so we have a fight for inhibitor here. No other lane is pushing for Northern Storm at this... Well, bot lane is, but the bot lane is going to take a while to get there. So if they want to stall this out for a minute or two, maybe the bot lane could be a bit of a distraction, but I don't think there's enough damage on the turret for it to really matter. Big ult there by Brandana. Tilt Me Silly, pretty low health, does heal. Oh, big hits now. This could be what happens. Here comes the Nocturne right on the Vagar. Vagar does use his Hourglass, gets taken out anyway. Tilt Me Silly has ulted, is going to town. Huge is focusing and helping zone everything else. Tilt Me Silly gets taken out. This is the fight that's going to turn the game around for 9 lives. Wafan does manage to take out the Nocturne, but the burn damage takes him out instead. Sigtal Lord gets picked off, and there is your ace. 1 for 5.
Louise, this is exactly what 9 Lives was looking for. Now they got a little bit of time, breathing room, split pushing, get objectives.
Swain's finally got some more gold under his belt because he got credit for each of those kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, Swain jumped from the least fed to now the 3rd most fed on his team.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I suppose he was always the 4th because we weren't talking about supports. But good job by Sigtal Infinite interrupting this Baron. I mean, that's a heads-up play right there. Using that teleport, getting into position, and stopping what was going to be a guaranteed Baron for 9 lives. So that stalls out some of the momentum and gives Northern Storm a chance to get back into it. Infinite, 150 on stacks now. Next Dragon is another Infernal. That's something that Northern Storm really could use. I would like to see them start rotating over to this Dragon, who's spawning in 40 seconds. But Tilt Me Silly is going back to split pushing.
Just Tryndamere things.
Right, you know.
Going on a business trip.
Maybe he'll get some health. That's his next item.
Yeah, just something that'll keep him in the fight a little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the ult helps, but it can only help so much.
right. I mean, maybe even an Archangels, for God's sakes.
Right.
But we'll see. Alright, so Sig is doing his best to set up. Lots of sweepers. Control ward put down. Here comes the Infernal Drake. So we have Nocturne and Tryndamere fighting in the top. Nocturne wins the engage rather easily. Little pokes here coming out of Huge against Shaken. Shaken is pretty beefy though, 3,000 hit points, so pokes don't really manage that much. Fawn actually is doing a lot of damage to Huge there. So Fawn can get a couple more hits in. Huge is in a lot of trouble. Shaken gets seriously stunned here. Might get taken out. Big Ezreal ult though. That's a lot of damage. Huge uses his ult and is going to hit absolutely no one with it. So while they did lose Shaken there, they have put the hurt on a lot of people. I think Ezreal can artillery them out of this. That Ezreal damage, 245. So his Q does close to 400 damage.
Yep.
Sigtal Infinite going to get picked off here. Nope, good stun. Yeah, a little too far forward there on the Vagar, and that's going to be what 9 lives needs to get this dragon. Meanwhile, Tryndamere. Alright, so congratulations Tryndamere on backdooring the inhibitor. That'll take a little bit of pressure off, but at the same time, Sigtal Infinite is dead. And that's going to give them another chance to go for this Baron. Probably will get it this time as the whole team is going for it. Tryndamere. What can Tryndamere do in a 5-man at this point? He's thinking about it. He is really thinking about this.
He's going to kill the Baron. He's going to spin on everybody. It's going to do 8,000 damage to everybody at once.
Or an ult coming in, though. This is going to be really big. Nope, only knocks up one, but this is a big damage in the pit. Huge is in a lot of trouble here in the back corner. Tilt Me Silly going up against Brandana. Can he get him? There is no CC on this Lucian. Tilt Me Silly backs off. Oh, baited him. Now he's probably going to die, but picking off Brandana is enough for anybody here. All right, and once again, Baron does not fall to 9 lives.
They have to be just... Oh my gosh, they got to be in a bad place right now. That's just so annoying. They were so close, too.
It was. But good job by Tilt Me Silly there, getting that worked out. And now they're going to clear out the wards in the Baron pit. Or wards, singular. Well, no, 2 wards. Might want to get that one in the back there. Can't see it behind Baron's head. That's fine. Alright, and now we have super minions pushing top. Oh, Sigtal Lord now trying to get the ward back there, but can't. Keeps hitting Baron instead. Poor guy.
What a guy.
Alright, so another Infernal Drake spawning soon. or at some point. So it's 3 Infernals and 2 Clouds. 3 Infernals on 9 lives is going to be incredibly painful with Brandana at the helm. They really got to get this next one, Northern Storm. 170 on the AP. Like we said before, every second this game goes on, Sigtal Infinite gets scarier.
Got that right.
Granted, he is a little behind on levels. Level 14. But everyone on Northern Storm is a little behind on levels, so it's okay. Ooh. Trend gets picked off, and Sigtal Lord gets picked off. Big splash damage hit, though, from Sigtal Infinite. Still has a delete button available as well. Falling back. Look out for that Nocturne ult. He's going to use it. There it goes. Good job with the Vagar ult. Flashes, gets out. Good job. Maybe. Nope. Deleted. Big block there by Gregosaurus. Hey guys, did you know Gregosaurus's Braum ult can stop Orin's ult? You do now.
Learning a lot today.
We are learning a lot today. It's only game 2. Alright, going for Baron again. Should be able to get it this time. Redemption comes in as well. There are a lot of super minions up top though. CB Hickey's there to help clean it up. And here comes Ornn and Fawn. Can they stop this? Ornn taking a lot of damage, does get pushed back. Fawn on the run. They did manage to stop the Baron again though. Now, it was far less effective than last time, but they managed to do it.
Fawn does not have ult. No. I was going to say that would have been a tasty, tasty Ezreal ult right there.
Yeah. At this point, it really feels like Northern Storm is just fighting like a losing retreat.
Right.
They need some big momentum play, and I think it would really help them if Tilt Me Silly would stop split pushing. Sorry. Got something in my throat there. It's called stop split pushing. Oh, this is a very vulnerable Nocturne though. The fear is there though, and that stops it.
Tilt.
Yeah, go
There's
back,
a reason why
tilt.
he's thinking about coming back.
Spin to win. Oh, take the lantern. Even better.
Take the lantern.
Okay, so yeah, this Nocturne is actually at level 18 right now. This is an absurdly powerful Nocturne. Higher level than anybody else in the game currently. By a wide margin. 7, 5, and 11. 12, 3, and 10 on this Lucian.
Brandana is just showing that Lucian. That is fed Lucian.
Very fed Lucian. What's his damage? 368. No big deal. But Ezreal's only a little bit behind that. 292. Obviously, it is significant. But I mean, a lot of that stack comes from the Infernal Drakes.
Right.
Big Nocturne ult. Where's it going? Lands on the Ezreal. Ezreal manages to get out. Not necessarily the best target. They do push him back into that stun, but now we're in that retreat again that I was talking about. Big redemption heal. Big Orianna ult as well. Fawn gets slowed. Lantern taken. And Tilt Me Silly is going to go split push, I think. This time it isn't his fault, though. He's split pushing because he wasn't in a position to help out his team.
He's gonna get sighted out though. That's
He is sighted, so they just basically know that he's there. He's going to backdoor on the inhibitor again. Oh dear. Alright, so we have Sigtal Lord, and we have Fan, and we have Baron. Baron is dealing a lot of damage. Not an insignificant amount. Big Q hit there, actually. They take out the Braum. They lose the Baron, but they get the Braum and the inhibitor, and actually Tilt Me Silly is just going for this turret. He's playing some Rat Dota right now. Oh, that was a knockback. The knockback flashes for
I got it. No way.
All right, we got a Nature's Prophet.
I think he did that out of spite. Just
I think everything that Tilt Me Silly has done in the last 20 minutes has been out of spite, honestly. But they're going to get this Infernal. Maybe. Can SKT steal it? Probably not. Or SK steal it? Probably not. Okay, so they get an Infernal, which is good. That's what kind of what they needed. Now this Ezreal is doing 315 versus Lucian's 467. He got a big item spike there. Um, and we will see what happens here. They're pushing pretty hard. This could be an interesting backdoor play by Tilt Me Silly again. They have to look out for this now, because I mean he's shown his intent and he's shown he has no shame about it. So I mean, let's see what happens. One team fight theoretically either way. Because here's the thing, 9 lives is in a very dominating position, but they haven't breached the base yet.
Right.
So if Northern Storm gets one good fight off, they should win the game. Whereas if 9 lives does, they may set up to win the game, but they aren't necessarily in the position to actually straight up win. Oh, huge picks off. That's a big pick off there. Veigar is the source of a lot of Northern Storm's damage here. This could be the Baron inspired push that we need. Big hook there from Sigtal Lord as well. Pops the ult just to kind of create some space, blocking the Ornn ult as well. Tilt and SK are fighting in the top lane. Ignite might kill SK, but it doesn't necessarily nope, it doesn't matter. All that's left is Shaken. This could be the push that 9 lives needs. Yep, there it is. Death timers, big factor here. So they might be able to win here. I think they could. Let's see what happens. 13 seconds on Sigtal Infinite. Yeah, Sigtal Infinite is not going to be enough to stop these 4. So a Baron push, some split pushing as well coming in there, and Brandana being 13, 3, and 13. And 9 lives goes 2-0.
I believed in you, Trendamere. I believed in you.
Yeah, there was some belief. Not an unmeasurable amount of belief. The game is not still in progress. Give me the score screen. Let's go. All right. Advanced details. Graphs. All right. Much more balanced graphs to show how the game kind of swung back and forth. Obviously, Brandana being absolutely insane, and everyone else about where you would expect. I want to see... Hang on. Total damage to turrets. There we go.
All Trendamere.
All Tryndamere all the time. Brandana with 9,100, Tryndamere with 11,000.
That's what you get for split pushing. See? Look at that. Beautiful.
Beautiful. But physical damage general dealt, the Nocturne was doing a lot of work there.
Yeah, he was definitely hopping across fools. That was well done from him. Whew. Good games all around. But unfortunately for Northern Storm, unable to get the win. 9 lives going 2-0 for this day.
Indeed. All right, so we will be heading into our next set of games in a minute. We may have an interview coming up. We will have to see. Don't see anyone in the interview room, though. So, just a little bit more about that game. I mean, obviously, big shout out to Tilt there for being able to carry the team into the late game like he did.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bit of an issue there where, well, I mean, the way things work with a champion like Tryndamere where he falls off.
Right.
All right, so we have Brandana in the lobby here, so let's hop over. Oh, now he's in the interview room, so let's hop over there. Congratulations, Brandana.
Thanks.
Carrying in significant fashion once again.
Yeah.
So
Look at him. Just not a big deal. He's like, I know what I did.
just another day in the life. So I was going to ask about the second game in particular. You guys were behind, not an insignificant amount. That top lane just got absolutely run over. What was your thought process to keep the game moving?
Well, we kind of knew top was going, and at that point, we're just gonna get bot tower to open that up, and then at that point, we just really wanted to stall a little bit to make sure inhib got back up so we could actually move around the map, and then Nocturne did a very good job in keeping Tryndamere from splitting the other lanes, which enabled us to kind of keep them from penetrating the base even more.
Hmm.
And then we had the stronger team fight just because we kind of counterpicked with the Braum, and the Ornn didn't really have it initiate. And Ezreal's kind of a weak pick, and it is a good Lucian's a good counter to that too. So we kind of had a lot of good picks to
Yeah,
help set that up too.
absolutely. All right, Nickel, you got anything else for him?
I got nothing else.
All right,
Just congratulations on a well done game and well done
Yeah,
being awesome
we did have a
ADC.
lot of subs too, so I think it might have gone a little bit differently. It probably would have went differently.
Yeah.
So, because without shaking in top lane, even though Tilmicilia is really good too, but
Hmm.
just with teams being able to practice with each other, and even our team was sub 2.
Yeah. I mean, at least that was nice though. Subs versus subs, as opposed to one team
Yeah.
with all the subs. But yeah, subs or no subs, congratulations, and good luck in the rest of the split. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again.
Yep. Thanks.
All right, so we'll go to a quick break then, and jump in the next set of games: Blitzkrieg versus Gale Force. Don't go anywhere.